Stone Broken. Thank you very much for joining us on The Aged Rocker.
Thank you very much.
A rocker that's probably more aged than you actually like to give credit. I mean, basically, can I have your two names, the guys that I'm sat in front of?
Sure, my name's Rich.
You're lead singer?
I'm the lead singer.
And I'm Chris, I play guitar.
Right, and the other two that aren't here are?
Kieran, who plays bass, and Robin on the drums.
Right. Basically, from when did the band originally form? Because it formed from two other bands.
It did, yeah. It was early in 2013, wasn't it, when we actually got together?
Yeah, when the lineup was kind of finished.
Yeah, when it was completed. It was me and Robin, the drummer,
yeah.
From one band, and it was Kieran and Chris from the other band. We met Kieran at a pub that he was working in, just by chance, and then he called Chris in, and Chris kind of was like, yeah, I'll help you guys out for a bit.
Yeah.
I was playing hard to get. Yeah, I'll help you guys out, maybe, you know, see how good you are.
If the money's right.
Yeah, if the money's right, and, you know, free beer involved, I might do it.
Yeah. But then he stuck around, so...
Yeah.
So
no, they can't get rid of me now.
That's the thing we've tried, but he's staying.
Yeah. I mean, basically, like your backgrounds, I conclude, are music.
Yeah.
Yeah. So both the entire band's all music backgrounds, etc.
Yeah. I mean, we've all studied music at college and you went to university. I tried university, but I was broke, so
yeah, and it made me even more broke. So.
But we've all got musical backgrounds. Me and Robin actually met at college.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the sound, in my opinion, is quite unique, but one or two have said it has a vague hint of Nickelback.
Yeah, we get Nickelback quite a lot, and we get Theory of Down.
It's certain little riffs and like guitar touches and just certain vocal things.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a rough voice. I'm going to be compared to other singers that have got rough voices, so... And, I mean, I wouldn't say that they're not an influence, because that whole genre of music is kind of where we're at, isn't it? You know, I mean, we love to listen to that kind of music. We don't go out to replicate what anyone else is doing at all. But like, you're influenced by Mark Tremonti of Alter Bridge, and you can see that in your lead work. I'm sort of inspired by a lot of the alt-rock sort of stuff, and you can hear that in the melodies. Yeah.
I mean, the one thing I have read is the fact that technically there should have been 2 EPs before anything made an appearance.
Yeah.
And there's just 1 EP and now an album.
Yeah.
Now, in my opinion, your first album is incredibly strong. It's the sort of album that others build up to.
Oh, right, okay. Oh. That's a huge compliment. I mean, like you say, we had an EP at first.
Yeah.
We went back into the studio to record some more songs, and like I say, it just sounded strong as one thing. So then we put them all together, and we
didn't really have a plan as well to do 2 EPs or that. We just wanted to record songs, and it would just fit to the budget. So we recorded the first EP, and then went back to record the second EP, but we didn't think, oh, these are 2 different concepts. We just thought it was a continuation of the first EP.
Right.
And then I think that's why they blended together.
Yeah,
really. We thought,
that's how it...
Why not put them all together and make an album with it?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the interesting thing is, were the 10 songs chosen for the album, were they 10 of, say, 20, or were they written specifically, or...
What we did is we tend to have quite a lot of ideas, and we can get a very quick impression of how they're going to end up when we're writing. So what we tend to do is concentrate on the ones that we feel are the strongest, and then we'll leave the other ideas to develop at another date. Or we've still got ideas now that we're floating around from the first batch. Yeah, so we tend to, if we know an idea is good and it's going to work out,
we just get a feeling. Yeah, it's just a feeling. It's where we think, oh, we need to work on this. And you kind of, a good song writes itself as well. Kind of, it's kind of effortless to write.
Do you all write together, or does it, shall we say, does it seem to fall to somebody? Or is somebody the strongest writer?
We've got a hybrid sort of way of doing it. I mean, a lot of the time I will have an idea that comes into my head. Yeah. It can be anywhere. Yeah. You know, and what I'll do is I'll start to turn that into music out of my head, into a skeleton sort of structure. These guys then come in and then we beef it up and make it bigger in terms of the music, and then I'll put the lyrics on top.
Right.
Well, I'll say we all have an input anyway.
Yeah, we all have an input.
So it's kind of, nothing gets past us. Is
No.
that a song?
Is that a new Stone Broken song? Because I haven't heard that one. No, we all collectively have to put our own slant on it.
We all have to like it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing that's interesting, I mean, the album's getting rave reviews. I can guarantee, as soon as I put Planet Rock on, Stone Broken singing back to me.
Yeah.
And also, if I get him one of my other cars now and start it up, it's the Stone Broken CD that's playing back to me. So it's,
a lot of Stone Broken in your life. Yeah. It's good.
I mean, just out of interest, with such a strong album to start with, what lies ahead? Is there a second album due out? A follow-up quickly? Or...
Well, we are definitely planning something. We don't have any definite structure to what we're going to do next, although we know that we're going straight back into writing now.
Right.
Yeah, so hopefully near the end of the year, we
might be able to
think about hitting get back in the studio.
Yeah. We don't know whether it's going to be for a full-length album, whether it's going to be a collection of songs, whether it's going to be singles. We don't know.
Right.
It largely depends on if the budget allows.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd love to go back in the studio and do another full album.
Yeah.
That's the ideal. But we're never going to stop writing. We're always going to carry on when we can.
Yeah.
And we did sort of have a few weeks off from writing while we were doing all the preparations for the album coming out.
Yeah.
And now we're touring, supporting that. So as and when we can write, we do sit down and we hash out new songs. So as soon as we have an idea of what we're doing, we'll be able to sort of start acting upon it as soon as we can, because you've got to keep on hitting new stuff out there for the fans.
Keeping people interested in that. You don't want to tour the same album for like 3 years.
No, I would say that's the problem if you think, Christ, it's that one again. I mean, interestingly, you haven't signed to a label.
No, we're still technically unsigned.
Yeah. Is there any particular reason? I think it's actually quite a good idea. You want a CD. You go to your website and you'll get one.
Exactly. But at the moment, there's not been a level of interest from the record labels, really. But as well, I don't think that we're doing things badly at the moment.
I was going to say, by the looks of it and the sounds of it, how important is a record label? Because you seem to be doing quite well.
I think it would have to be a really good deal for us to think, okay, we might sign with these guys, because at the moment, it's like you say, we're doing okay.
Because the other thing is, as soon as you sign, you then have to do what others say, and I get the feeling at the moment you don't really do what others say. You do what Stone Broken wants to do.
Exactly, and I mean, we've got our manager, and he's doing everything he can for us, and to be fair, he's an absolute asset to us. And he has sort of come in as an outside opinion, and he can challenge what we do, and we can challenge again what he puts forward, and it's a very lively setup, but it works.
Yeah, the good thing as well, he's honest as well. If something's not working, he'll tell us straight up, and he won't be shy about it.
I suppose it's like the album. Somebody said, which is the weak track? Is there one? I said, in comparison to the rest, I said, number 9. I said, it's a good track. I said, but regrettably, I said, it's up against some real heavy hitters. I said, so that's its problem. I said, it's slightly overpowered by its 9 mates.
But that's a little guy in the corner.
You'd rather have that than it being any other way, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, 2 men on the albums you get to, you'll have like 1, 2, maybe 3 strong tracks. And the rest of them, you think, well, they're there to fill it out.
Well, that's one thing that we try not to do. We don't want to fill. What's the point? It just costs us money to record them at the end of the day. So we write every song thinking this is going to be...
I think that kind of stems to how we write as well. Because like I say, we just take each song as it comes. We don't think we're going to write an album now. The first half of the album is going to be all rock, and then we're going to mellow here. We'll probably put a filler there. We'll write a filler. We just write songs. And,
is there a ballad in the offing? Because nearly all rock bands put at least a ballad out. There's 1 or 2 on All in Time. You think, oh, this will be my first things. I thought this will be the ballad. Wrong.
But to be fair, there's Wait for You and there's Another Day. And those are kind of that's kind of where we go down to, in terms of a softer approach. We're a hard rock band, but one thing that I do say to a lot of people is we're not afraid to write a catchy tune. Because that's what we do. We've got a hook in every single one of our songs.
It's a bit like the other night I was listening to Alice Cooper, and he said every rock musician won't admit to it. He said, but they have Saturday Night Fever and the Carpenters' greatest hits in their collection. He said they'll never admit to it. He said, but I guarantee they'll be there.
Exactly. No, to be fair, we're all musicians and we've all got very big array of influences. Like I'll listen to anything from like the likes of Earth, Wind and Fire all the way up into Lamb of God. So that's that's how broad it is.
Slipknot to Elton John.
Honestly,
like in my music library.
And to be fair, we sit like in the middle somewhere in there because we're not insanely heavy and we're definitely not a soft rock band, but we do like to keep it peaks and troughs, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing I noticed, shall we say, the direction to a degree seems quite focused.
Yeah.
You're not, as you said, you're not going off at tangents to try and capture another audience with that track or this audience with that track.
To be fair,
Stone Broken Rock, and that's it.
That's all we want to do, isn't it? You know, we write the tunes that we like.
Exactly. Yeah. It's the songs we want to. We want to hear. Kind of thing, you know. So it's we please ourselves first, and then our fans come with it. And then, you know, obviously.
That's the thing, because this is only our debut as well. We kind of went out there not really knowing if it was going to be like absorbed by everyone or whether people were just going to be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, so, but this fills you full of confidence, doesn't it? You know, the way that it has gone.
Yeah.
You think, we just carry on doing what we're doing.
I mean, I'll be quite honest, the first time I heard Not Your Enemy was on Planet Rock.
Yeah.
It came up who it was. I thought, who the hell is this? I've never heard of it before.
I think a lot of people, because we're sandwiched between big bands as well, like on a radio show, we could be between like Alice Cooper and another big band. And, like you say, it'd be like, who are these?
Yeah.
In between two big bands here.
And to be fair, Planet Rock has done huge things for us.
You've timed it quite right, because the new wave band, half the country can no longer pick them up.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely just a staggering marketing move. Is that?
I know. We got in just before.
That was all planned as well.
Yeah, we got in before. Make sure that we get the full. Yeah.
I mean, interesting. Like, not being funny. When do the bigger venues beckon? Because for a band that, shall we say, since November 2015 has shot to prominence, they're still. Don't take this wrong. They're not. This is like a small venue.
It is a small venue, and I think we're doing this sort of stuff for the foreseeable at the moment.
Yeah.
Until we can guarantee a turnout in a bigger venue.
We don't want to like bite off more than we can chew. We don't want to think, we're going to hire a big venue or try and big, and then it look empty because hardly anyone's turned up. We kind of want to start slowly build our fan base, and when you say like,
so does America beckon?
Oh, we'd like to think so. we would definitely like to think so.
We'd love to tour America.
Yeah, I mean, I think given the opportunity, we would play anywhere.
Yeah,
this is what we want to do. We want to be out on the road for 9 months of a year at least. So. Chris just looked at me like he was shocked. 9 months. 9 months, really. But now we all just want to be on the road, and we want to be doing. We want to be meeting fans.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about going out and playing shows.
Yeah.
Is you come off stage, and a lot of the time you can't even come off the stage before people are coming up to the stage, and it's very, very it's nice, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Especially when you get new people. Like before, when we first started, it was our family and people that we knew, but now people are travelling. Like we had a guy. We played a gig at Evesham, the Iron Road, and a guy come from Portsmouth to see us. He said he travelled like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And we're like,
it's insane because we're trying to play all the way across the UK.
Yeah.
There's obviously some parts that we haven't been able to get to for one reason or another, and we're going to look to fill those in the next part of the year.
Yeah.
But a lot of the people are saying, I couldn't wait. I'm going
to come and see you.
Yeah, I'm going to come and see you. So
there's like the guys who were with me tonight.
Yeah.
Andy, where I was at the bike show last week. I said, I'm interviewing these guys next week. What do they sound like? So on the ride back, I said, this is what they sound like. So he rang me up. Yeah, I'm coming.
No,
Wife's coming. And Fiona's coming.
No, nice. But that's the thing, and that's the beauty as well. Like you got word of mouth. That's still a very powerful tool.
Yeah.
And it works for bands like us. I mean, we're sort of climbing up at a steady rate.
Yeah.
But there's still very much a gap for the whole word of mouth. We want people to walk out of this venue tonight and go and tell 5 of their friends about us because they had a good time.
It helps as well. Our fans seem to be so passionate about us.
Yeah.
Like we've got a group on Facebook where they're just posting all videos of us and everything, and they're really kind of, you know, protective of us as well. You know, so like
they are like family, aren't they?
Yeah.
They really are. It's called the Broken Army.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we call our fans. You know, they're our army. They're the people who are going to push us forward. They're the ones that keep us going. And we know that we've always got their support. And in this group, there's that they all talk to each other, and at gigs they all meet up. And it's great. It's like a community feel, isn't
like
it?
you say, it's a community forum, and you know, like a big family.
And lastly, since this is also for a motoring magazine, what do you drive?
Okay.
And what would you like to drive?
See.
And he's got a tranny for sale for 500 quid if you still want to do one of them.
See, we need a van.
Well, at the moment,
Good eating, apparently that's due to the fact it just overeats.
at the minute, to do gigs and stuff, we just hire vans, don't we?
Yeah.
But my personal car is a VW Golf Estate.
Nothing wrong with that at all. What would you like to own?
What I would love to have. Is it just the one?
Well, I mean, let's face it, if success beckons,
Yeah.
then you can have as many as you want.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
And you could actually offer me a rate and I'll come and advise you on buying them.
There we go. There we go. I'd like an Aston Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, I stole my one.
New one or old one? Should I say new one or proper one?
I don't want to say new one now. But to be fair, I drove a Vanquish around a track and I fell in love.
Yeah.
So I would love.
An Aston Martin Vanquish.
Yeah.
Right. Now he's nicked your favourite car. What comes second?
Well,
what do you drive at the minute?
I'm just a little Renault Clio.
Right.
It's nothing special. Does the job.
Yeah.
But what I love to drive. Second to an Aston Martin, I'd probably say a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Any model, don't mind.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, with a Lambo, you can't drive that everywhere, can you?
There's one just driven through Manchester. Yeah, it's about as subtle as a low-flying brick.
That's what I'd have fun, you know, just turn up and
And
everyone.
having driven them, they are in cities. They are terrible to drive. Absolutely
an Aston
terrible.
Martin you can still use as an everyday car.
Yeah.
So that's
the one thing about
it's practicality.
I'm all about style. I don't
Really?
care about practicality. I want to turn heads. I get stuck on a road bump. So
That's it. Yeah, just gather a crowd.
Yeah, lots of people watching. I don't care.
Yeah.
See, and I'd also like a Range Rover or something like that. Something that's got the
Good off-road.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
The benefit is you can look down on everybody.
I suppose. But I mean, like driving the vans around, you feel like sort of on top of everyone, and it's good. I like that driving position. So
Yeah.
I'd love to have a Range Rover. And Robin, she wants a Range Rover. She's been going mad about Range Rovers since she saw
So
the,
album sales need to go up quite a bit.
Yeah, if they could, that would help. Yeah. And Kieran doesn't even drive.
All right.
Yeah,
So he's no preconceptions whatsoever about what he might want.
No.
Exactly.
Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed.
thanks for having
It's
us.
been a pleasure.